Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Sign up for a 1-week free trial, no credit card required, for access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hello everyone, checking back in on the market. So we were in a scenario where the bulls needed to prove themselves, needed to put a stop to the bleeding and to turn things around. We knew the hourly RSI was oversold heading into today, and we did see the hourly RSI levels bounce to start the day, but we can see a really lack of bull momentum. This is a weak candlestick. It's an upper wick showing profit taking. It's a back test and a rejection of the 50-day moving average as well as the daily lower Bollinger Band. It's an inside bar on the daily time frame, so we have that to be watching on Monday. If we break 243.75, it's bearish, and if we break 244.80, it is bullish. So as far as I'm concerned, it was a bearish day. The bears came out on top in terms of rejecting from some hourly resistances and seeing a weak close down near the lows. If we get a bear break, there's a gap to fill at 240.255. We'll be keeping an eye on that level. And look at the past. Look at the past 3 months. When we had very bearish days, it was followed by fairly strong recoveries. We had green days most of the time, but closes up near the highs. I would say this is the weakest scenario we had back at the end of June. And even then, we saw multiple days of upside. So this was a very, very weak day, especially comparatively to what we've seen in the past 3 months. The weekly time frame closed under exponential moving average support for the first time in a long time. The last time we closed below these levels was April. So this is now 4 months where this has not happened. We have a bearish TCG cross to be watching. That has not happened in 2017. So watching very close to see if that's going to follow through. It would take another red week to see that follow through. But as far as the trend goes, we would have to break 239.96 to break the overall uptrend on the weekly time frame. IWM formed a much more bullish reversal candlestick, but that was coming off of hitting lower lows, so we had a more significant flush to the downside. So we were getting crushed here on IWM the past few weeks, and we'll watch to see how this bounce plays out, and going to be keeping an eye on any potential correlation. Let's see if IWM is a bit of a lead indicator perhaps for SPY. Very early, too soon to say if that's going to be the case, but it did certainly show weakness first before QQQ and SPY. Let's see if we get a strong bounce, if that's going to be an indication of what is to potentially come in these other names as well. So it's a bullish reversal candlestick. We have to break 136.74 on Monday and see a green day to confirm it, and we have to get over the lower Bollinger Band resistance and turn that into support for this reversal candlestick to be confirmed. Weekly time frame. Red flag number 1 was losing exponential support for the first time in months, just like SPY just did. And the second red flag, increased bear volume, losing the middle Bollinger Band for the first time in months. And the key higher low is down at 133.65. That's an important support for the bulls to try and maintain. QQQ on the daily time frame, a much more significant bounce. A close up near the high of the day. We had the low of the day hold down here, and it's an inside bar here as well. But it was very clear today that the financial sector was the source of the weakness, and the tech sector was the source of the strength for the market overall. So that's what we were watching, and really you can see that on this candlestick where it's much more bullish than SPY because the financial sector was weighing down SPY. So we're looking at resistance heading into Monday on QQQ. It's going to be 142.41, and we'll see if we can break that level and see a solid green day to confirm the bounce. The oversold bounce is underway. Weekly time frame for QQQ, also seeing a bit of weakness. We do still have exponential support, but if we lose those levels, we have lost it in the recent past. We'll be watching the middle Bollinger Band, which will be in the 139 range next week. That will be the key level to be watching. And in terms of breaking the overall weekly uptrend, we would have to see a break of 135.80, which we are still well above. So as far as the weekly charts go, not at risk of losing the higher low pattern on these names, but there's definite weakness on the daily time frame. And SPY is the weakest on the daily time frame in terms of today's action and the candlestick shape and where the momentum was heading into the end of the day. So we'll check back in on Monday. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon.